Hello, folks. Raise your God-loving or godless goblet, trademark, and toast whether we're special or not, and whether that specialness gives us the right to be anything but part of a bigger group. That's what I was thinking about today. It's another From the Hip with Excelsior. The Watchtower Bible and Tract Society made us imbalanced. They told us we were elite because we were one of only a few millions of people who had any chance of everlasting life. And they also made us feel worthless and unworthy. And we lived with that imbalance, and we continue to live with it and deal with it in our own ways. And when you come out of the cult, we're faced with certain facts. And that's what I thought I'd talk about tonight. Now, as you guys know, I'm not a person of faith. And so I'll be talking about sort of scientific-y, sciencey type of things. But also I'll mention some Christian concepts as well. So from a scientific point of view, are we special? One of my friends recently was accused of thinking she was special because she'd gone through the experience of being in the JW cult and was calling that into question. Are we special? Is any human being special? Or are we just bags of meat wandering about, waiting to pass on our genes and then shuffle off this mortal coil? Are we nothing? Or are we something? Well, just look around. Human beings are very much something. Look how we've transformed this planet. Look how we've settled in every continent. Look how we've created comfortable, dignified lives for a lot of ordinary people. I'd say we were very special. Out of all the species on this planet, over the millions of years that life has existed on this planet, we alone have achieved this. That makes us very special. But all life is special. Up until this point, we have not found any form of life beyond this planet. As of now, this is the only place in the universe that contains life, that we can prove contains life. That makes us very special indeed. All kinds of life, and especially the one species that has risen to the top to transform the planet to the level we have. It's my gut feeling that we're going to find life elsewhere in this solar system. Bacterial life. I think we'll find it. I could be wrong. In which case, that's significant as well. But even if we found bacterial life in our solar system, even if we wildly go crazy and say we found another intelligent type of life on this planet, on another planet, we would still be very special. Because life is special. The universe is immense. And most of it is just dust and particles. Pretty much empty vacuum. That's what most of it is. And we were made of heavy elements created in stars that exploded millions of years ago and coalesced to form these heavy elements of which we are made. And there may well be life out there in the universe. I think there will be. We may never meet it, we may never experience it, but that's my gut feeling. Let's wait and see. That's what's so exciting. Maybe we will find life in our solar system very soon. That would be very exciting indeed. We're thinking now of narrowing down to human beings. Scientifically, we can look at the mitochondrial DNA and see that everyone who isn't of African descent is related to around 300 people that left Africa thousands and thousands of years ago. And so, even if we are from Africa, we are all connected. We are all very, very similar indeed. Very similar. Does that affect our being special or unique? Well, no, because we are all still unique human beings. But we are very alike. Genetically, we are very, very similar indeed. That doesn't detract from us being special. But it does mean that everybody is special, because everybody is unique. And that raises other questions. Okay, if that's the case, can one person, can one group be absolutely right about everything, therefore making everybody else wrong? Because that's what we were taught, wasn't it? You see, in extremis, we are very special. We should have a strong and healthy self-respect and self-liking, because we are unique, and all of us in the XJW community have gone through some very difficult things to achieve what we've achieved. It hasn't been easy for any of us, and yet we've all achieved great things. So, scientifically speaking, we are all unique, we're all special. Life is special on this planet. And we've gone through an experience that billions never will. Thank goodness, I'm very glad they won't have to. But we do have to face being under undue influence for many, many years of our lives. So we are special because we've come out of a cult, and we're trying to be kind. We're trying to get on with our lives and lead dignified, honourable lives and happy lives. So we're special in that way. We're special in the way that we are unique individuals, even though genetically we're very similar to everybody else. That doesn't make anybody meaningless. There are so many human beings on this planet that no one person could ever meet everyone. It would just be impossible. Isn't that amazing? That no one person on this planet could meet everybody who's on this planet right now. There's an incredibly large number of us. And because we've dominated our planet, there are issues and problems that's caused that we can fix. I think with time we can fix a lot of the problems and learn to live with the changes that are occurring. Now I'd like to tackle whether we're special, whether we're unique, from a Christian point of view. Now, as you know, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, so I've read my Bible, and since, because I think Mike and Kim are right where we were spiritually abused, I wanted to read the Gospel and see what Jesus had to say. And I still retain a great respect for him and the teaching of the Gospel. I think there's a lot of good stuff in there. So, from a Christian point of view, we are all God's children. Every form of life on this planet was created by Jesus Christ in his pre-human existence for the glory of God the Father. And so all life is special. Every human being is special. Every human being is a child of God. And the Bible speaks of folks being co-heirs with Christ for a life that never ends. And so from a Christian point of view, everyone is special, everyone is unique. And I've noticed recently that a lot of Christian folks have been saying, oh, if people stay in the Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're believing God, then nothing can save them. And maybe you're right. Okay, guys. As I say, I'm not a Christian. I'm just going to make a point. Even if someone is demon possessed, as you folks believe, Christ could expel demons. His apostles could expel demons. Demons have been expelled. They can be removed. And so even if, worst case scenario, Jehovah's Witnesses are demon possessed, I believe from my reading of the gospel, and this is only my opinion, folks, I'm not wishing to upset people, that nothing's going to stop God accomplishing his purpose. No ex-angel is going to be able to stop God loving them, and it's not going to be able to stop Christ loving them and wanting them to benefit from his sacrifice. And so I think we need to have faith. If you're Christian, folks, have faith that Christ is much more powerful than any demon and more powerful than Satan. And perhaps with that individual judgment that we receive, because remember, Jesus separates people into two groups and then we're judged individually. So perhaps at that time there can be some mercy shown to Jehovah's Witnesses. I feel very uncomfortable when people start saying, oh, you won't be saved and this will happen to you. It really isn't a Christian's place to say what will happen to people. It really is, from my reading of the gospel, and again I might be wrong, it's more a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, with God through Jesus Christ, and a personal journey. And really judging others and saying this is what's going to happen to you, perhaps isn't the most positive and helpful way of discussing these things. That's all I'm going to say. Because everyone has their own personal journey if they're a Christian, and I wish you all very, very well with that journey with Jesus. I really don't want to cause any offence. But I just get uncomfortable when people saying, oh, this is, there's no hope for you. Well, Jesus' sacrifice is very powerful indeed, isn't it? So let's leave it to Jesus and try and help people to see that they are in a mind control cult and that they have subverted the Christian teachings to profit themselves, and hope that they can find their way to Jesus Christ and just be a positive and helpful influence on those folks as they try and make that journey. That's about it, I guess. I just wanted to say that last point is that we've now confronted with the fact that we're unique individuals, we're very special, but that we're among so many people that not one person could meet everybody on the planet right now. And so we need to have dignity, self-respect, pride, but we also need to see that we're part of a much, much bigger picture, and that our hopes, our desires have to fit in with a lot of other people's, and that our desires, our hopes, our dreams, our goals have to work within that framework. We have to work with people. And hopefully we will be able to do that and find a way to disagree agreeably. It's okay to have a different opinion. It's okay to disagree. That's healthy. I like that. It doesn't stop me respecting people. It doesn't stop me wishing them well. And so that's what I do. I wish all you guys a lovely evening, a lovely day, wherever you are. Peace be with you. Excelsior.